Hey YouTube, RicoKnows here. Going to talk to you guys about my hidden gem for Georgia Tech. I've been talking about one hidden gem on every single team in America. So if you want to see all the other videos, please go to the playlist, watch them. But right here, I'm going to talk about hidden gems on Georgia Tech. And I got to pick one player. I want to tell you that when I look over this team, I talked about it in the live stream. If you guys didn't see it, I was talking about best wide receiver cores in America, and I went down every single team in America, and Georgia Tech almost made the top 10. Their wide receiver room is deep. It's loaded, and if you want me to point out a hidden gem, I got to go all the way back over here, and it's these two guys right here, Chris Elko and Bailey Stockton. Now, Chris Elko lit it up in the spring game. He even caught a Hail Mary. He did a bunch of great things in the spring game. But Bailey Stockton has always been a favorite of mine. Shout out to Prince Avenue Christian, watching him play in high school in the state championship against, I think it was Swainsboro. My God, they were great. It was a great back and forth game. He even had another teammate. I don't know if he's on the team, but they were amazing players. And I really like what Bailey Stockton does. So these two are big standout guys for me. Not my hidden gems, though. Another hidden gem thought process was Burr over here, Aiden Burr. He's kicked a 62-yard field goal. Their kicker's going to be great. Not my hidden gem. I decided to go on the defensive side of the ball because Haynes King, Jamal Haynes, and all the receivers are great. So I want to do a hidden gem on the defensive side of the ball, and I was torn between two guys. Now, I'm big on Saeed Gibbs. Shout out to him. But the two guys I was torn on are E.J. Lightsey, straight out of Georgia. He just transferred over from Georgia. This is a young man that played at Fitzgerald in high school, 2A school. Go out there and just being dominant and doing all those great things. But that's not the guy I'm going with. I'm going with Warren Burrell. First and foremost, Warren Burrell is not starting as of right now, at least not that I know of. We know Amari Harvey's going to be starting. Warren Burrell will be starting. He's not starting right now, but I'm letting you know. Warren Burrell will be starting. This is a young man that just transferred in from Tennessee. And if healthy, Warren Burrell is one of the best corners on this team. The second, the other opposite of Harvey. I think Warren Burrell has a bright future. Coming to Georgia Tech is great. Georgia Tech's defense was horrid last year. Terrible. So they fire all the coaches. Essentially, right? Brent Key goes out, fires all the coaches, and then they bring in some key transfers. And Warren Burrell is one of those guys that I talked about it in the winter. I mean, I know I talked about it on one of my live streams. If you go back and watch, if you click on the live tab on YouTube, you will see me breaking down every single corner transferring in, every secondary player. And when I got to Warren Burrell, all I said was, if he's healthy, this is an SEC caliber player, SEC starting caliber player. And the only thing that's ever done him wrong is a couple injuries here and there. But I'm telling you, if he's healthy, Warren Burrell is your hidden gem. That's going to be a guy starting every single game, and he'll be in the two deep. He'll be in the rotation, nickelback, all that stuff. That's the guy you need. I'm excited for Warren Burrell. I hope he has a huge season. So that's my hidden gem for Georgia Tech. I did name like 5 guys in this video. I believe in all of them, man. I think Georgia Tech's one of those under-the-radar teams. Now, they have a brutal schedule. But my goodness, are they good. I love Haynes King. I love all the receivers. The receiver group is one of the fringe top 10, really close to top 10. They're not there, but they're really close. And Warren Burrell, though, on the defensive side of the ball, nobody's talking about him. I am. And when you hear his name on a Saturday, or you hear his name in a draft assessment of some sort, just remember where you heard it first. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows.